another ferry. First of today. Hopefully got here just in time. Welcome folks, it's Nick here. It's the start of day 24. We are just leaving Hofles, left the little campsite just 1 kilometre away from the ferry a little while back. Stopped, had some breakfast at a petrol station. Danish pastries is what I call them. They tend to like very sweet things here. Looking for something not quite so sweet. But anyway, today we're continuing on our coastal route, and it's Kistrikseverien or something. I'll put its spelling up. It's anyway, it's 650 kilometers of scenic route. Just heading north. I have no target as to where I'm going to end up today. I'm just going to ride, stop at places, have a look around, and then when I feel it's time to stop, then I will stop for the day. Absolutely no destination planned today, just enjoying the slightly cooler day today. It must have been very high 20s yesterday. Taking a very slight detour. This is the first non-blacktop tarmac road. Goes to a village called Hassen, I believe. I just thought it'd be nice just to ride along one of these roads, because I've avoided them so far. Well, I haven't really deliberately avoided them, I just haven't sought them out. And to be honest, I'm very comfortable on the tarmac. I thought, I'm in Norway. What other things are you going to do? How often am I going to be able to do these things? I went swimming, and now just on one of these roads. So. And another ferry. First of today. Hopefully got here just in time. I think this one's about 20 minutes crossing.
Wait for the ticket. Here.
Hello. I have a Norway pass, ferry pass. Did you? It's registered under GB rather than UK.
I will try.
Thank you. Did you find it?
It's okay.
Yeah. Whilst we were on board, I had a baguette. It was a very short baguette, but it was 75 kroner. Price of a baguette on one of the ferries, 75 kroner. It's a very short baguette. Brønnøysund, I think is where we're going. apart from it being a bit of a dull day, it's looking a bit barren up there. Used to seeing the heavily wooded areas. The ferry has just come round the corner, so it's due to depart here at 14:45, which is a couple of minutes ago, so it's not too bad. Meant to be 18 minutes the actual trip itself. We do have another ferry to catch. This time, if we get the right one, it's a 40-minute crossing as opposed to an hour and 5 minutes. And it leaves at 16:30, but it's only, which is just over an hour away. It's only 17 kilometres distance. It looks like it's been raining quite a lot here. Forvik, that's where we're headed. The next ferry not due till 16:30 though. The next ferry has now arrived and is due to depart in 15 minutes. So hoping this is the 40, did I say 40 or 50-minute crossing? We'll find out. If you follow the 17, you get to go on many ferries, and we're just heading between Torvik, or Forvik, and Tiotta. This petrol here is very expensive, 24.73. Just can't tell when you're going to get to another one. So I just put a little bit in. That's what I'm going to do. I put in 6 litres, which at current progress should be a couple of 100 kilometres anyway, which should see us closer, much closer to more reasonable prices. We'd done 396 kilometres, so nearly 400 kilometres anyway, so it's about time. 2.9 litres per 100, and today so far we've done 200 kilometres exactly, an average of 3 litres per 100. That doesn't include the various kilometres of ferry, of course. Anyway, there's a co-op over there. I'm going to go and see whether I can pick up something for food for later. Well, I was complaining earlier I hadn't seen any sign of wildlife, but look, it's an elk from the top of that. Oh, it's a statue. The search continues. Is this the beginning of the end? My luck with the weather being as good as it has been, I wonder. It's raining quite heavily now. I was planning on stopping in about 16 kilometres or sooner to find a campsite this side of the next ferry, but it's going to rain heavily for the next hour or so I'm sort of tempted just to push on. The campsites I've come across seem to be open very late, and it's daylight until, well, the sun doesn't set till gone midnight, so it's not a matter of putting your tent up in the dark, but putting a tent up in the rain isn't great. Plus all my gear, I've got my oversuit on now, but it's still going to be wet, so I'd rather air dry it, if you know what I mean, as I drive along, if it's only going to rain for the next hour. It's 6:30 now, so I'll see what time the next ferry is, etc. Play it by ear. I passed the sign for a campsite about 4 kilometres back, and it was 2 kilometres in the other direction from there, or another direction, and it's still chucking it down, so I really don't fancy setting up. It looks brighter over there. The next, oh, I'm sure that's later now. The next ferry's due at 7:15, which is half an hour away. I may as well just stand here in the rain. I've got my waterproofs on. Be a good test for my Goretex boots. I haven't tested them to now, but I'm going to have to unplug the GoPro, put it away because it gets damp in its media mod. I don't know how the Insta is bearing up, but anyway, see you in a little while. Oh, actually, it's quite a big ferry. 8.4 kilometres it goes. Nesna. Didn't appreciate that. Thought it might just be across there where those camper vans are.